Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Angela, and I am better known as Ask the Nanny. And I have one of my nanny friends here who's going to help me today, Miss Tasha. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put your questions in the question box at the bottom so it won't get overlooked. Lately, we've been having trouble with, especially on TikTok, where it's somehow the questions just kind of loop over each other and they don't get seen. So if you have a question, look for the Q&A box or the little box with the at the bottom with the little question mark in it. If you have questions, put them in there. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to let Miss Tasha, since she's my guest, I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about herself and her background. And then we will get started.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tasha Wilson. I have been a nanny for a little over 6 years. Um, and I have a background in special education as well as a member leader for the National Domestic Workers Alliance. We Dream in Black Houston. That's all I have.
That's all she has. Hi, Birdie. Hi, Blossoming Newborn. Thank you for joining us. And hello. Okay. You, you the cutie official. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. And have a wonderful day too. Okay. So if you all haven't seen it, I put out a couple of videos this week. Okay, let me move this. Yeah, I think it's this way. Everybody wants to send me notifications now I'm online. I put out a video on um, Instagram and TikTok, and I think it's on my Facebook page about babies breaking your nose. If you're sitting with your baby in your lap like this, and all of a sudden they start having a temper tantrum, please move to the side, or move backwards, or lean back, or do something.
Save your face.
Because babe, the back of their heads, oh my gosh, it can break a nose. I've had my nose hit and it hurt for a couple of weeks by the back of the baby's head, or if they're just playing it. If you bouncing them up and down, and all of a sudden they get happy and they go, meow. Yes, babies' heads can be dangerous. They can break your nose, they can bruise your nose. I had one person to comment on the video how it did something to her eye socket. Her baby's head did something to her eye socket. And it's not just the babies, it's the toddlers too that you have in your care or in your laps.
That's right.
Toddlers' heads are bigger than the babies' heads, but I don't know if they're hard or not. But
some of them are.
According to Tasha. But if your baby has a habit of rearing back, especially during a temper tantrum or while you're playing, and they just kind of whack back like this, protect yourself. I've had my tooth go through my the inside of my lip. It didn't come through the outside. I felt like it came through the outside, but my tooth came through the inside of my lip from my baby's head going like this and just whacking back on my, and I'm like, Also, if you're bending down, your child is small enough, you're tall enough and child is small enough, when you're bending down and you're tying their shoes or pulling their pants on or whatever, and all of a sudden their head comes up like this. Save your face. If you're talking, I have bitten my tongue before. Literally, like the side of my tongue. I'm talking and all of a sudden go whap like this. I had to take the child and go like this so I could just like
breathe.
Oh, that hurt. But and it drew blood too, and the side of my tongue, I was just like, oh my Jesus. And all that week while eating anything salty or hot or spicy or that would touch that spot, I was calling on Jesus. I was calling my mama, my daddy, anybody that could help me get this. But I did learn to gargle with some salt water to help it heal. But yeah, that is not good. Can you say hi to the people over here?
Hello. Let's see. Hello. Let's see. Birdie and Cecilia Renee. Hello. And let's see. Patty. Victoria. Hello. And Crystal Warwick.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, so Desi says, I had that happen to me. Ooh, didn't feel too good. I'm sure it didn't. Uh-uh. Desi says, currently 12 weeks and a few days. Oh,
Oh, congratulations.
congratulations. Any advice for a mom who's expecting her third baby? I have two toddlers already. You want to answer that?
Well, I mean, two toddlers already. I know that every child is different, but every situation can sometimes be the same. So just be prepared to hey, ask for help when need to. Definitely, I highly encourage postpartum doulas and other parent educators, such as this great woman herself, to help along the way and just be ready. Anything else I'm missing?
Um, yeah, I have three boys and a girl. And by the time you get to that third one, it kind of gets easier, but it kind of doesn't. And I say that because uh, you have two toddlers, which makes it kind of stressful because they're vying for your attention and the baby's vying for your attention. If you have help, have someone to take care of the baby for an hour or so a day and spend time with the older ones by themselves so that they won't feel left out. So they will, and they're going to act out. That's for sure because they can't tell you, I'm jealous of the baby. They can't tell you, I really, really, really want your attention right now. They can't tell you all that, but they will act out to get your attention. They'll do things even though they know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I need your attention. So I'm just going to touch that and touch
Poke the
it and
bear.
touch it and touch it and touch it until it falls off the shelf. Just a little bit at a time. You didn't see me the first time? Let me do it again. Okay. All right. Here we go. One more time. And then it goes crash. And now they have your attention. And sometimes they don't care whether it's positive or negative attention. I have your attention away from the baby. So make sure you spend time with them by themselves so that they will know, yes, you have my attention. And also let them help with the brand new baby. Give them chores like you're
Yes.
the one, you're responsible for getting the bottle and you're responsible for getting the Pampers, or and have them switch up. Can you put this in the baby's laundry? And then a lot of times kids like to help with chores. So let your toddlers hand them clothes out of the washer, let them throw them in the dryer. That's a way of spending time with them. Even if you have to wear the baby, give them opportunities to help out with family chores. You are all a family and we work together as a unit. They need to see that.
And she can start off with that early. I had a
Yes.
family who their they had three other girls and then they had their little sister, and so each one of them, okay, it's my turn to change the diaper or it's my turn to throw this away, but they started it off early while the child was in the womb. Each one of them had a chance to talk to the baby and different things, so it's a form of bonding too. So
Yes, definitely. You want to bond with them so that they won't feel like this new baby's coming to take over and we just, by the wayside
glad.
kids. So, yeah, do all of that. and try to get moments to yourself so that you can refill your cup.
Absolutely.
Because 3 is a lot. I had 3 under the age of 4. Well, when was Mike was born in August. Yeah, 3 under the age of 4. Because my 3-year-old didn't turn 4 until that following January. My last son was born. Yeah, so it makes a difference if you assign them chores, let them take turns, let them feel a part of it, and when they feel a part of it, they feel good about themselves. They feel good, it's exciting. Oh, I get to do this. Oh, I get to do that. I get to do this for the baby. And it helps them to bond with the baby and not resent the baby. And like, why are you here? Mama, take that thing back. We don't want that thing from the hospital. Take it back. So it gives them a chance to bond with you, bond with the baby, have your partner do the same thing so that they will know that they are still a part of the family. There's no number ones. We're all the same, equal. We're just different. Okay.
Right.
And let me see. Do you have a question over here? Let's try to see. Okay. Yes, my son had the chance to help out with his little sister. Yes, they will be 36, 3 and 2 in May. Oh, you had Irish twins.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. So what I mean, what we mean when we say give them opportunities to do um, chores and to help out and to be uh,
Apart.
a part of a family that works together. Okay, so yes, I understand 100%. Great, 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 Desi. Thank you for participating. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello, Valerie. How are you? Thank you for joining me. In case you don't know, this is my friend Tasha. She's a fellow nanny. And for those of you who are joining us from Facebook, let me hear from you. Uh,
Hello, Mounts Christie, and then Christine Santa Maria.
hello, hello, ladies. How are you? Okay, so uh, is that Atticus, the boss man? Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. Okay, so there was another video that we did together, and I put it out this morning. If you haven't seen it, I don't think I have a title on it, but it's about separation anxiety and how the parent's point of view and the nanny's point of view at drop off. Because I know everybody does it different, and everybody has different feelings about it. So if you have a nanny or a babysitter that you drop comes over and you have difficulty getting out the door, and mom's having anxiety and baby's having anxiety, how do you all handle the anxiety as a nanny? For the nannies who are watching, how do you all handle the anxiety of the parents? And for the parents that are watching, how do you handle the anxiety that the letting go of your child, even though you know that they'll be okay? But I know deep down inside it's like, but my baby's crying. I can't leave my baby while he's crying. But you know that the nanny or your babysitter is capable of quieting your child. If not, you wouldn't be leaving them there over and over again in the first place. So as a parent of a child who was clingy, separation anxiety, cried for 4 hours. And it was my first time leaving him with anyone. And oh my gosh, she said, he cried. He stopped and then he cried again. And then he stopped and then he cried again. Off and on before she said he cried himself to sleep. Once he realized he was asleep, he woke up, started crying. I felt so bad because I never left him with anyone. We're a military family, and we moved from place to place, so we didn't have a built-in moms down the street or uncles across the. Okay, let me put this baby down because the position I had that baby in. Mom's not down the street, and we don't have cousin or auntie or uncle or grandma. None of those were down the street. When you're in the military, you could be anywhere, like Alaska. I didn't have anybody that I knew. Um, and I was nervous about leaving my kids with anybody because the first thing they tell you when you get off the bus is Alaska is one of the number one places that kids get, just snatched up and they go across the border into Canada, and you might not ever see your kid again because the United States has no jurisdiction there in Canada. This is a long time ago. My son is 30, be 32 this year, my youngest. So this is how long ago this was. He was one when we were in Alaska. But I had anxiety, real bad anxiety, with leaving him with anybody. And I'm just like, oh gosh, are they gonna snatch my baby? Are they gonna? And so I know both sides of that story. I also know the other side of the nanny, like, okay, calm down. It's gonna be all right. I've been doing this for years. I got this. I can take care of your baby. I got this. I just need you to go and have fun. And then I would send pictures. Once they leave, 5 minutes later, I'm sending pictures. The baby sitting here, hanging out on the couch, got a ball in the mouth and snacks in one hand, the ball in one hand, other hand, and playing on the floor or just rolling around, being happy. So I send pictures to the families, mom and dad, so they know what's going on. So how do you handle it?
Yeah, that's the exact same way. Just making sure that you, like I said, I send pictures. Definitely always having a good rapport with them up front that, what I'm saying, allow them to have that transitional time. Okay, what I'm saying, one more kiss. All right, we're good. And they may cry and cut up and do that, but then it's like, okay, after a while he's fine. One of my special kids, he used to do that all the time. And then after a while, all I had to do was I had to position myself to be reading him a story to distract him. So after that, we were fine. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even notice his parents were gone and different things. Aside from, what I'm saying, whenever I would send them pictures and different things and different activities we were doing. So that also brought them comfort too. So, but we had a good rapport just up front. So
okay. Hello,
MZ
View. Oh, okay. And Amazing Beauty Concept. And Elena who?
Caven.
Elena Caven. How are you?
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Hello, Trey. How are you? Thanks for joining us. But also, I some kids I can, I send pictures to moms and dads, but there's some of my repeat customers. We come up with a plan. I'm like, okay, so have this ready when I get there. Don't take it down. Don't let them see it until after I get there, and I'll, come in, and then we'll bring it out and say, well, look what we're about to play. And the tears just dry up just like that because I know it's something that they like to do, or it's something that they haven't done, or I have what I call my Mary Poppins bag. So I bring things with me, and most of my kids are ages between 5 and under, and stickers. I have sticker books. At Walmart has these little sticker books. They have pirates, they have princesses, they have dog faces, cat faces, dinosaurs, uh, pirates. They have a lot of things. All the things, all kinds of animals. But they have like little stickers where you can put on little toenails. The princess, you can put on a crown, and it has earrings. The faces, they can have like peppermint eyes and an orange nose or whatever. Kids love stickers and it helps them to be creative and they can use their imaginations. And I'll just flip it out and go, look what we have. Oh, stickers. Yes. Okay, so we do stickers. Either that Play-Doh works well too. Play-Doh is a calm to me. Play-Doh is a calming um it's something it calms their it's like something about the texture in their hands and they're just kind of squishing it and then add the cookie cutters. You if you don't have any cookie cutters, you got Legos, those
Those
work.
work.
Let them push little make
Mm-hmm.
little shapes in them, and especially the ones with the little flowers, the different, if you have different size Legos like the Duplo box or the regular Lego blocks or the itty bitty 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 Lego blocks, all of those make different impressions into the Play-Doh. Let them roll it like a snake or create little balls and create a snowman. Whatever the case may be, let them use their imagination to play with that Play-Doh. It's a calming
Mm.
thing. And if nothing else works, I know water.
Bubbles.
Just add what?
Bubbles too.
There you
Bubbles
go.
too. Yeah.
Bubbles. Bubbles work to help to calm that anxiety between you and your. If you don't have bubbles, I have bubbles in my my Mary Poppins bag. I bring bubbles. I have uh, paints, cutting exercise, all different kinds of things for the kids to do. Some of their favorites um, are the art projects. Uh,
That's it. Yes, water bubbles too.
Yes, MZ says yes, water bubbles too. Hi, Miss Nisi, how are you? Thanks for joining me today. I know you normally see me on Thursday, but I decided to come today because I know everybody can't come on Thursday night. So I'm here and we're talking about the separation anxiety because that seems to be a
Mm-hmm.
big thing that's going on, especially with COVID. And the babies are at home with moms and dads all the time. And all of a sudden, you want to take me to the babysitter house? What's up with that?
I don't
Yeah.
know them.
I don't trust these. You trust these
Two
people?
people.
I don't trust them. Don't you leave me here. I ain't playing. I'm gonna show out. I promise you. You not go. You gonna regret it. I'm gonna pull at those heartstrings so you won't leave me here. Please don't leave me here. Please don't, Mama, please. So it's hard, and but you need, even if it's just a date night with your spouse or your significant other, you need that time to refill
Yeah.
so that you'll be able to pour more into them because 24/7, you know, that's a lot.
You can't keep pouring into other people's cup if yours is not full. So definitely take that time.
Exactly, exactly. So have a plan, have a routine as to what you're going to do about that separation anxiety. And the video that we put out, it's funny, but it's real.
Mhm.
Uh, and I won't do the spoiler alert thing, but watch it to the end. I'll put it like that. Watch the video to the end. It is funny, and it is what some people do. And whatever you do, please don't sneak out on your kids. I mean, if you're in the house and you're trying to sneak out of the room and go somewhere, and
Mhm.
that's one. But if you're sneaking out of the house and you are physically
Gone.
gone, don't do that to your babies because they can hear you in the house and know that your presence is there. But if they can't see you and they can't hear you, that's abandonment to them. And for some kids, it depends on how deep that separation anxiety runs. That is traumatic. And last thing you want to do is traumatize your child. How do you handle parents that want to just sneak out?
Whew. Well, definitely you have to have a plan up front because it will not go well for the rest of the day if you don't.
Exactly.
So definitely prepare your children for when you're about to go out, and have some form of a routine or something to that nature. They may not like that all the time, but at least they know. And a lot of them will become accustomed to it and be like, okay, they're about to go, have this one last thing that we do, or a hug or kiss or something like that. We're good to go.
Have a secret handshake. You just
Yeah.
gave me an idea. Have a secret handshake and bump this,
This.
something that they can, something simple that they can remember. Mama, you did it wrong. You can't leave till you do it right. Have that little do it purposely, do it wrong the first couple of times and make them laugh. It'll make them feel better.
Mm-hmm.
And then do it right the second time. Okay, the third time. Okay, all right. Now it's time to go. So you can do all of that. And is it just me or something keeps flashing up on
Yeah,
the screen?
it does.
I'm sorry. Something keeps flashing across my screen. And I'm just like, what the heck is that? But make sure that, even if you are uncomfortable, but you have to leave your child, please make sure that you have a plan, or that you have a something where you can separate from your child in a peaceful manner. They may not like it, but this is the routine. I had to create routine because both the parents that I work for, they are at home all day long. And if she sees one of them, uh, I don't want you no more. I'm going to my mama. I'm going to my daddy. And she was screaming, yeah. And so we have set up a routine where if the door is closed, we can't go in there. But if the door is open, we can go in. We say hello. We stay about 3 minutes, and we say, okay, it's time for us to go. We're going to count to 3, and we're going to say goodbye to mommy and daddy. And so I'll take her in there. If mom wants to keep her longer, then I'll let her keep her longer, and I'll walk out. And I'll say, when you get done, bring her back to me, because there's plenty of stuff that I need to be doing around the house, cleaning up all her messes. But when mom, at those times when mom, I know mom is busy, and she hears her crying, and hears her crying for her, so she'll intentionally open her door, send me a message, and say she can come for 3 minutes. So I go in there, and that comforts her. We go in there for 3 minutes, and I said, okay, it's time to go. 1, and mama is like this. When we going, mama's like 1, 2, 3, and she hands her off. And she cries. I said, okay, bye-bye, mama. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing your time with us. We'll be in here playing. I just kind of create whatever comes to mind. Are we going to go potty now? Are we getting ready to go eat? Or whatever the case, whatever we're going to do. Are we going to the park? Whatever the case may be. And she sometimes waves bye-bye, and sometimes she's like, ah. I said, mommy's going to come back. I know you're upset. We're going to go play with mommy again soon. So that way she knows soon means I'll get to see her again today. And not necessarily mama's gone for the rest of the day. I don't know what to do. Mama will be back soon. We get to go play with mama again soon. And we do. And once mama closes her door, and I think she knows now the door is closed, because she'll walk to the door and she'll go look at me, and she'll look back at the door, and she's like, I said, yep. The door is closed. Mama is working. So we have to come back later. Let's go play, do this, and go do that. I'll ask her about her boombox. She loves her music. She has this little Bluetooth speaker that she carries around, and I attach music. I just grab my phone, and it connects Bluetooth, and I'll put on her favorite CD, which is "Party Like a Preschooler" by Go Fish. Every time she's like, ah, I said, yes. And she bops her head. I was like, okay, you can hold it. And she can hold on to it. And we walk around the house and we dance, because music calms her. So find something that's going to calm your baby.
Awesome.
And find a plan.
MZ View says she likes the secret handshake suggestion. Hello, meditating flower, and hello, Unabright. Unabright? Think.
Unibright?
Unibright.
I don't know. Clearly Nanny says, love that. Thank you, Clearly Nanny. How you doing today, Crystal? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
We have a question.
How can I support my nanny to transition to making care of a newborn? She has been with kid number one since he was 2 weeks, and he is 2 going to school next month. Baby number 2 is coming in May.
How can hold on? Let me see that again. Ooh. Okay, sorry. My fat fingers.
Go back up.
Okay. How can I support my nanny to transition to taking care of a new baby? Okay, so I'll let you answer first.
Well, let's see. Does she? I guess the bigger question is, does she have like other experience of working with newborns?
Well,
that's important.
Yeah.
Secondly, just being able to prepare the kids and different things. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else she says.
He is 2 and going to school next month. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We missed something in this question. How can I? She has been with kid number 1 since he was 2 weeks old. Oh, so she has.
Okay, so she has experience.
She has experience as a newborn with newborns. I would say the best thing is to support her is make a schedule, because sometimes if you're going to be home and around the baby's going to smell you. The baby's going to want to be, to eat if you're breastfeeding. But I would say sit down and talk to your nanny about a plan for the two of you. Because if you're going to work now and you're not in the household with the older son, but all of a sudden you're coming home, you're going to be on maternity leave, I would say make a plan with your nanny so that you can spend time with the older child part of the day while he's up from his nap. Take some time throughout the day to specifically have one-on-one time without the baby, and that way she switches off the baby and the toddler. You have the toddler, she has the baby, and there may be times when you need time to yourself and she has both the baby and the toddler. I would start your toddler off. If you don't have a baby, get one of these babies. They come in like all different kind of nationalities. Get a baby and a stroller and let them let the 2-year-old start getting used to the baby, and gentle touches. And this is how we change the baby's diaper. Of course, he knows how he changed his diaper, but it's different when your diaper is being changed than when baby sister or baby brother comes along and their baby, they need to be changed. Get the baby a bottle. I like to take some flour and some water, kind of stir it up so it look like milk, and get a baby bottle. I'm sure he probably has bottles, and let him try to feed the baby. Teach him as much about the newborn baby now, so he'll be prepared when that baby comes. And it won't be just like, okay, we went to the hospital and guess what we brought back? A live human being. Your 2-year-old is smart enough to know that there's something going on, and you don't want them to rebel, retaliate because and when I say retaliate, if they don't want the baby in the house, they'll go and drag the baby by the foot, grab the baby by the arm, I hit the baby. You don't want that. You want to start now. This is how we touch the baby. Baby is very precious.
We can't drag the
baby. And we have to have gentle hands. Can you show me gentle hands? And you place the baby's hand on, just like you would do with a pet. When you tell the baby to have gentle hands with the pet. And if you have pets, you need to get your pets acclimated too before the baby comes. That's important too.
Also, they have like a few books and stuff for like siblings about them being a big brother and a big sister. just also read to them and constantly talk to them about, being a sibling and how important it is to love on them. And I've even had families like they allowed their mom allowed them to talk to the baby in their stomach. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
What do you want to tell your little brother today, or something like that, or having that moment in time with them for them to transition to that.
Yes. So have the talk, make a plan, get a postpartum, I like to say a postpartum plan, have a schedule put together. I'm sure your 2-year-old is probably already on the schedule. And adding the baby number two, if you start now, it makes that transition smoother than if you start when the baby comes home from the hospital and it's like total shock, like, where did this come from? You don't want that reaction from your toddler.
And also, if they're not on the plan, just kind of make sure you fine tune that plan, because I've had families that it's like they're some of them they're on a schedule, but it's not really working out. So sometimes you may have to work together to kind of fine tune that plan, to make it better for you, so that you will be able to have your downtime when necessary, and it's not all chaos.
Yes. And it is important, like she said, um, about the schedule. The schedule is probably going to change when your baby comes and your 2-year-old, adjusting your 2-year-old. Be patient, extend some grace. Change is not easy.
That's
for
right.
anybody. I know I bulk against change sometimes. I'm like, why we gotta change it? What's wrong with the old plan? What's wrong with and literally I am fussing, knowing it's in my brain that it's still gonna change whether I want it to or not. But I just gotta get it out and let somebody know I am not happy with this. Uh Somebody explain to me why we got to do this. Your 2-year-old is not gonna be able to tell you that, but they will act out and let you know, I'm not happy with this. I did not approve this. This is not 2-year-old toddler approved. So extend some grace and know that your child is going to act out, and um, in knowing that, don't react in an adverse manner. I'm not telling you not to discipline your child when needed, but sometimes it's about the feelings that are going on. Why are they acting this way? Not they're acting up, they're throwing a tantrum for no reason. Look behind the scenes, behind that veil, and see what's really going on inside.
Yep.
Try to understand what's really going on inside. Okay. Desi says my oldest is 2 years old. Any advice to help him with speech? Okay. I am a baby sign language instructor, and I start early, like out of the womb early. I start, using signs with words. Also, if he's 2 years old, or yeah, you see, she said him. If he's 2 years old, he loves doing sign language. Does he talk when he does the signs? Because if he's doing the signs and not talking, I always talk when I sign. I don't just sign most of the time, unless I know the child is repeating me. And this is my little girl when we go to the potty, and she waits till the last minute before she has to go pee pee, and then she'll try to make it over to the potty and sit down. But she's only 15 months old, so I keep telling her, okay, let's sit, and she'll look at me and go, I said, yes, you need to sit. I need you to sit. And then she'll look at me. I said, so she knows what sit means, but she also tries to say the word sit. So sign language is a good way of communicating. Don't sometimes when kids, when you readily give them what they want instead of making them ask for what they want, milk, and we'll do the sign. Yes, that's a good way of doing the same. Do you want milk? And we'll do the signs. Milk. That's a good way to do the signs. But if he's two, and when you say help him with his speech, is he not talking at all? And if he's not talking at all, um, it could be an audio problem. And when I said audio problem, I mean ears. My youngest son had chronic ear infections. He's not saying full sentences. Did he just turn two? And I know that reading to him
Yes.
teaches sentence
The structure.
structure. Even if you're reading the same book over and over and over again. I like to do forecasting too. He turned two last year. Okay, and he's not speaking in full. Is he speaking 3 or 4 word sentences? Does he say 3 or 4 words at a time as a sentence? Because he may not be able to he may not be able to hold a complete sentence as in 8 to 10 words yet. But if he's saying 3 to 4 word sentences, I want some crackers, I want some water, things like that. Is he able to do that? Because if he turned two last year, um, and are the words clear enough for you to
That's not
understand?
babble.
You said does not babble.
No, I was just saying, like, it's sometimes I've seen some that they come out and it's babbled. It's kind of garbled.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what they mean.
But you know what they mean.
Yeah. Okay. While we waiting her to answer, she said, yes, they are clear for me to understand, but others may not understand. Okay, that's because that's your child. Um, how often do you read to him? Because reading is one of my
Yes.
number one things. And forecasting. When I say forecasting, I always tell them as I'm changing their pampers, okay, we're going to change your pamper, and then we're going to put your pants on and finish getting dressed, and then we're going to go get the stroller out, and then we're going to go to the park. But first, before we go to the park, we have to get some snacks. What kind of snacks would you like to have? And I just have conversations as I'm talking to them. I have conversations and telling them this is what we're doing, because it gives them instructions on what's going to happen. They know what to expect next.
Mm-hmm.
They know what's going to happen. They know that uh, instead of them crying about, oh, I can't have the snacks I want, they can tell me the snacks they want. Do you want the Cheerios? Do you want the goldfish? Do you want the biter biscuits? Do you want, what do you want? Sisters, thank you so much for all you do. I have learned so much from you. Thank you. Thank you. Is that mommy? Mommy to Bianca. Okay. Thank you, mommy to Bianca. Not as much as I should. I do forecasting as well. Great, great. Okay, so I would have, if he's 2.5 years old and you're concerned about it, and I know you're concerned because you're asking me, have his ears checked by the doctor. Because sometimes when kids can't hear, their words come out garbled. You know what they mean, but nobody else knows what they mean. Because you've been around them so long and you can pick up on their signals, signs and signals. Have their ears checked by the doctor. Because and have their tonsils checked out by the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Because the tonsils and the ears are so close together that if those tonsils are swelling, it could be pressing on those what's the canals leading to the eardrums where the sound is. That sound reverberates, and it could be cutting off the sound. Is it telling me I have a poor connection? Is that what it's saying? I keep getting this flashing sad face on my thing, and I'm like, what? I don't know what's going on.
But this one, I have a question from Samia Saduhai. What should I do to avoid gas to my baby?
Uh, hold on just a
Hold on.
minute. Hold on just a minute,
Okay.
Samia, because we have had a question over here for a while on Facebook.
Facebook.
Hi, Mary. Mary says, "I love this. I have been doing things like this with my nanny boy since you told me before. His new baby brother or sister is due on St. Patrick's Day. Thank you.
All
So
right.
within a week, you have a brand new baby in the
All
house.
right.
Well, hopefully, if they come on time." You know how some babies are. I want to take my time. I don't
Mm.
think I want to come today. But the doctors are saying his hearing is great. It's just that he won't say anything. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. You know, some babies, and I'm not saying this is what your child is going through, but some children who have had a traumatic experience, even though we don't know it's traumatic, to them it's traumatic.
Mhm.
They hide things from us just like adults hide things from people. You don't know what's going on with them because they don't tell you, and they're suffering in silence. But sometimes when children have traumatic experiences, they stop talking. They lose a loved one, or they move away from their friends, or something important to them was taken away from them, and they lose it, and they can't find it. Even mommy and daddy having an argument can cause them to have a uh, let me stay quiet and silent. They don't hear me. They don't know I'm here. Then they won't fuss at me, or they won't yell at me. Or maybe if I'm good enough and I stay quiet, then my favorite toy may come back, or my whatever may happen. Whatever happened to them will be reversed. So keep talking, keep reading, keep like forecasting. Music is good too. I like to use music because they just kind of sing along with the words,
Mhm.
and music encourages them to sing along with the words. And if they start singing along with the words, it brings more words out of them.
No, that's right. I agree with that. Music helps a lot. I had a similar situation, and I have to revert back to my one of my special needs babies. He has sickle cell, and for a while he didn't talk, didn't do anything. And the parents were concerned, and so now he's 3, and now they can't stop him from talking, because they can constantly we constantly had music, between the music and the reading, and of course checking his ears and all his tonsils and different things. That helped a lot. Now, like I said, he can't stop talking and singing his ABCs, and wants to show you his numbers. So sometimes it's a delayed, a delayed reaction. You never know.
Exactly. Um, Now back to your question, Samia. What should I do to avoid the gas in my baby? Um, a lot of people will tell you, well, it doesn't matter what you eat if you're breastfeeding. It doesn't matter what you eat. The baby's just picking up the nutrients out of your food, and but it doesn't matter what you eat. Um, I've seen it happen too many times, and that's why I have asked my parents to do an elimination diet. They keep a food journal so they can do an elimination diet. If something uh, baby shows signs of having an allergic reaction, it'll automatically we can go back through the food log and see what did mama eat new, because they're getting their food from you. And if they're getting their food from you, then that's where it's coming from. So, what have you eaten differently? Are you eating a lot of greens, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, things like that?
And
Because
also coffee. Coffee, that was one of the I had a couple of parents, like, for some reason they just could not either do caffeine real well, or even some dairy products, depending upon what type of dairy it is, just watching and making sure that you're not switching anything up with that.
yes, a lot of babies have um, dairy intolerance when they're young. So if you're drinking a lot of milk and cheese and butter and things like that, it can, mess with your baby's tummy. But to keep gas off of them, just watch what you eat if you're breastfeeding. Also, make sure that you burp them well. When I burp my babies, I will take them like this. Let me scoot back so everybody can see me. I take them like this and I'll start burping them. And then if they are one of those tough ones that don't like to burp, I will take them and I'll lean them backwards and back and forth. Make sure you support their head. I put my arms underneath their behind their knees and I kind of just go like this and support them back and forth about 5 or 6 times. Just gently going back and forth. You don't want them to spit up all their milk. You just want that gas bubble to slowly rise up to the top. And then I'll put them back up on my shoulder and I'll pat some more. And when you pat, this is not gonna make your child burp. If you're doing this little pretty pat, your baby's not gonna, because you're not expressing enough uh, gusto for that to move anything. I'm not talking about doing the CPR where you're getting body blows, to get the food out. But I'm saying pat hard enough where you can feel. Because most of the time when I'm burping babies, I end up burping myself because I feel my beats through burping them, and I'm like, shoot, I'm burping more than you. I know you got gas. So I keep burping. If it doesn't come out, I'll extend them again. And then sometimes I put the baby in my lap. I'm gonna put the baby up here so you all. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn this camera right here for a second so you all can see me. Uh, okay, can you see me now? Okay, so I put my baby in my lap and I will hold my baby's head forward in front and in the back. So I'm leaning the baby forward and then I'm leaning the baby backwards. And then I'm leaning the baby forward and I'm leaning the baby backwards. I do this like 4 or 5 times if I have them in my lap. And then I lean them forward and I pat, making sure I got my hands on the baby's face. I'm supporting the baby's head because you got the babies that kind of go squirming and their head go weaving and bobbing. We don't want no weaving and bobbing heads. So I just kind of pat them on the back like this, and then I go back and forth. And most of the time, it only takes once or twice to go back and forth like this. The same thing, but what you're doing is engaging their core. Their core muscles help to move that gas. And when you move forward, and this works for a constipated baby too. Um, the back and forth in your lap, if they're constipated, I like to go back and forth like this so that it engages that core and it moves those bowels, moves whatever the milk and stuff through the bowels and helps it to come out. So I just kind of go like this and help them move. If they're potty training, I sit them on the potty and I got their hands and I was like, okay, let's play a game. And we bend forward and touch your toes. And then we bend back, lift all the way up, and I have them lift their hands up. I say, okay, let's touch your toes again. And then we go down and we touch our toes. All right, wiggle those toes while you're touching them. And then we go back up. All right, all the way up, hands up to the sky, all the way up, reach, 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 reach. Okay, here we go. We're gonna touch those toes again, and we go back down to the toes, and we wiggle, 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 wiggle. All right, okay, say wiggle, 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 and I have them to wiggle, 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 and it kind of helps while their core is engaged. They're moving while their core is engaged, and it helps them to poop. So, all of those works for gas, works for constipation too. So those are some ways that you can get the gas out if they get the gas, and to keep the gas out of them. And when you do that, even if they start tooting, the gas is coming off of them. But I prefer a burp because it's usually something that's coming at the top of the tummy that is like in the esophagus. bringing them up out of there. And the ones that are at the bottom in the middle of the bowels brings it on out of there. So I don't like gassy babies because I am a sleep trainer. And as a sleep trainer, let me turn this back around so y'all can see me and my friend. Um, as a sleep trainer, a gassy baby, a baby that's gassy all the time, is not good for sleep, conducive to good sleep. So I try to get all the gas out, all the conditions conducive to sleep, and before they go to bed, even if mama has already burped them, yeah, you're on my watch now. You're on my time now. I'm finna burp you again. I'm finna make sure that she got all the gas that she didn't get out. I'm finna get out of you. So, Mary says, I can see you, I can hear and see you fine. Yes, I'm so excited. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I'm excited for you.
Trying to see if that was the only thing. Wait, okay.
How should I stop a baby from fussing and what is the cause? Ooh, how old is your baby, Angel?
Let's see.
He is becoming quite restless and I feel he is feeding more. He is 15, 16 days, but he is gassy now. Okay. Um, yeah, sometimes it takes time for gas to build up on the stomach. And that's why I'm saying do all that you can to get the gas out of
Oh,
them. Um, if burping isn't helping, check with your pediatrician, but they have gas drops that you can give your baby. But again, check with your pediatrician because some of those gas drops have age limits to them. So check with them. Sometimes gas drops helps. Some people use gas drops, some people use gripe water. But again, check with your pediatrician before you give your baby any kind of medication. Anything that's not milk, check with your pediatrician about it. Okay?
trying to see.
Let me see what I have over here. Thank you, Nanette, for sharing the video. We appreciate it. The doctor is saying his hearing is great. It's just that he won't say anything. Let me see. I think Desi. Uh, hmm. Yes, my doctor had to help teach me to pat harder since he's colic angered. Yes, and my mother-in-law swears I'm hurting him. Like, no, doctor showed me how to do it to help. Uh, he also taught me the around the world spin in that position to help. Yes, yes, the around the world. I'll let you do it.
Where you take both hands? Was that the one where you take both hands and I'm trying to remember. What?
I'm looking at you.
No, I was
Wait,
just saying. I was just
I,
like,
I
this is
that it just we'll see. I've learned several different methods from several
where
different
you take
people.
them and go around the world to help with the gas.
No, the one I learned
Okay.
is you take them and you kind of go like this
Oh yeah, that one too.
around the world because it engages the core. When you lean them back, they clench their tummy. So when you lean them back, but make sure if you have a young baby, you have to, support their head and go around the world. It's like around and around in circles. I also learned how the babies, when you move them, um,
Move their
not
legs.
necessarily, not necessarily. Sometimes the bicycles help. If y'all can see me, okay, let me turn this back this way so you can see me. Okay, sometimes the bicycles help. The bicycles and the pushing both legs up. I like to push them up like they putting their feet on the heads. But if it's recently if they have recently eaten, I try not to put their feet on their head because that's a sure sign of. I don't want everything to go, but I wanted to. Okay, crunch, and crunch. But the around the world, it works too. You just have to sit there and hold the baby in a position in your lap and take them around the world, because when they're leaning back, it crunches the core. When they're leaning forward, it crunches the core. One is a clinch and one is a crunch. So the core is steadily going like this, which moves the gas and moves the bowels and everything. So yes, I like the around the world. Of course, all gentle while laying on their back. Yes. Yep, bicycles, running man. She said the running man. The running man.
Yeah.
Uh and the hopping bunny. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways of getting gas out. Uh, the baby chemist. Oh, hi, Lexi. This is Tasha.
Hello.
You missed the introduction. And who is this? Lexi Lachey and Manuela.
Your nanny.
Thank you, clearly, Nanny. You're welcome. I should say, you're welcome, clearly, Nanny. Hello, Mr. John. Thanks for joining me. Hi, JC. Lavi. Okay, I'm not sure that's Lavi. Who else is over there?
Lamali.
Okay.
876. Hello. And the PP
doula. Yes. Hi, PP doula. And Mr. Bruick. Okay. We botching names over here. We are botching names.
I was trying to see if they had any more comments.
Okay.
Go ahead. I always get on my personal page first and forgot to switch this one.
Sorry, my doctor's terms. I understand. I understand. Doctors have different terms. We all call it something different. As long as you get your baby's the gas off your baby's tummy, that's the biggest concern. So let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's already 2:30. Good Lord, have we been on it now? But anyway, any more questions for us? Everybody's sending me messages. Any more questions? If not, we're gonna love you and leave you, because we got some other stuff to do today. Mainly, I got to go to work tonight and take care of my baby. And the baby chemist is a newborn care specialist too.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
She calls me auntie. So yeah, we have conversations like you and I have conversations. So we are, it's all good. It's all good. But thank you all for joining me. You can find me here on TikTok at AT-Nanny. You can find me on Instagram at ask.the.nanny. You can find me on Facebook at Ask the Nanny, and on YouTube, youtube.com/Ask the Nanny. Now, if you need a one-on-one consultation, if you have some issues with your babies, please feel free to contact me. You can look in my bio on Facebook. You can look in my bio on Instagram, and you can look in my bio here on TikTok. You can also go to my website. My website is AT-Nanny, A as in Angela, T as in the nanny, .com, and look me up there. Go to my contact page, and there's a little email questionnaire there you can send. And the baby Kim says, "Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you as well.
And you can find Miss Tasha on
Facebook and Instagram. I'm not on TikTok yet, but I'm planning on going on.
Okay. So what's your name on TikTok?
Oh, you mean on Instagram?
Yeah,
Uh,
Instagram. Sorry.
Instagram tnick82, and then Facebook Tasha Braggs Wilson. So yeah.
And that's where you can find us. And like I said, if you need um, a one-on-one consultation, please contact me. Also, if you found any of this information in the video helpful, please leave a tip. You can support me on my TikTok page, as there's little tips uh, in my bio. There's a little button that says tips. You can leave tips there. You can support me on Instagram. There's if you go into the link in my bio at the very top, it says support. And it's support or donate to the cause, because as Tasha could tell you, she did the video with me. She's like, "You do all this?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Because I'm a perfectionist, and I want to continue to teach, and I want to continue to. I don't do a lot of tricks and a lot of hype, because babies are precious and important, and I don't want you to miss a step by me trying to do a trick or me trying to, do some magic, and you all miss something and end up inadvertently hurting your babies. So please, if you find any of this information um, helpful, please leave a tip. It's greatly appreciated. And we will see you all on, I know for sure on Thursday. I might come back this week. Just depends on how well my baby sleeps at night. So I might come back one day this week besides Thursday. And I will see you all the next time. You all have a wonderful Sunday and enjoy the rest of your weekend.